Another defeat for Manchester United. That's what, our 18th defeat now of the Premier League season. We will go without back-to-back victories in the Premier League for the first time ever, I think. We haven't won a game in 8. Our last win was against Leicester in March. Now listen, I'm not frustrated, but they are just some of the facts that we're seeing. And as we do come towards the end of the season, it does kind of put the importance on the game on Wednesday for the Europa League. That game is vital and absolutely massive to Manchester United's season. Everything has to go into that. Listen, today, compared to some of the performances we've seen recently, it was just meh. It wasn't like really, really bad. It wasn't great at the same time. Listen, Chelsea, they're fighting European competition, and you could see, listen, I thought we started off the game all right. Obviously, Maguire got that goal, which was offside. And then as the second half went on, we kind of faded out of the game. I think we started the second half well. Same pattern, we faded out of the game again. And considering how poor we have been, we did give Chelsea a good game. And I think, what, we're 16th now, 17th. I don't know, Tottenham lost. Doesn't really make a difference for United, but it does, because if we do not win the Europa League, we will finish 16th, 17th without a trophy. But today, listen, the performance wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I think at times we just lost control. Chelsea were the better team, and they did deserve to get the win. The goal, Mazraoui gets caught out, kind of, it's a good cross from Reece James. And a great goal by Cucurella. How many times has he stepped up for them this season? But it was just a lacklustre performance. I can't remember many shots we actually had on target other than the Maguire one, which went in. I thought Ahmad struggled today. Casemiro, these sorts of players struggled. Chelsea did play alright, to be fair. Players like Mount struggled early on into the game. Dorgu, for me, had a very, very shaky game. And it's just been the story of our season. Poor performance after poor performance. We just didn't look like a goal was going to come from anywhere. Rasmus Højlund, very, very concerning performance today. He had one or two nice moments, but large parts of it just lack on confidence. I'm seeing a lot of people say they wouldn't start him in the final. Now, he probably will start. Obviously, you could see Mainoo or Garnacho start up there, but I don't think that will happen. But today, yeah, most of the players who started were pretty poor, to be fair. Again, Maguire doing his best. I thought we defended well. Chelsea, to be fair, didn't have much. They had that one shot which Onana saved, and then Fernandes missed the follow-up. But again, it was just a pretty boring, and it was just an inconvenient game. Manchester United, as I say, now go to the Europa League, which is huge for Ruben Amorim. Chelsea get the win, so what? Like, no one really cares. It's important for them, for not really for Manchester United. There wasn't really a player today who stepped up. Ahmad was probably our most dangerous player, and again, didn't really have the greatest games. To be fair, he did have that one shot, which led to a corner, but that was about it. But the large parts of the game, the fundamentals, the main thing that you need was just not there for Manchester United. And as I said, how many times have we said that this season? The basics that Manchester United need and have are just not there. And it is frustrating. I think Amorim knows how poor this team has been of recent, and we can't allow that to happen in the Europa League. As I said, we didn't play bad, but Tottenham are going to be up for it. They have rested quite a few of their players. We'll see how that will pan out in the final with the fitness. But yeah, look, today was just a typical United performance that we've seen. It's another loss. What's that? As I said, 17-18 now. Yeah, that's really it, to be fair. Shocking performance. But it was great to see some of the players rotated. It's our worst season ever. I mean, our lowest ever tally before this season was 58. We're currently on 39. We won't even get 40 points this season, and it just shows the struggle which Manchester United are currently at. We're struggling to get points, we're struggling to gain momentum, and we're ultimately struggling to just find something and the tiniest bit of consistency, which we haven't seen all season. Again, listen, in terms of Aiden Heaven, he came on, had 10-15 minutes. He'll probably hopefully get a half against Tottenham. I don't think he'd be fit enough to start. But again, today wasn't really convinced by Dorgu. Wasn't really convinced by Listen, I know Ahmad's a good player, but it was a bit of a shaky performance. I think Dorgu's crossing is very, very poor. Højlund again today just doesn't offer anything. Bruno midfield, again, alright. Casemiro, it wasn't the worst performance by United, but still, the worst season ever. And there were moments in the game where we should have went for more, we should have scored, but there were also moments in the game where we were getting dominated. For me, it deserved to probably end as a draw, but then in the last 20-25 minutes, Chelsea did really go for it and turned the screw and went, and the momentum shifted in their favour. And as I said, it was a sloppy goal to concede. But listen, the season's done and all focus is on the Europa League now. Let's see what happens.